Hi guys, Rod here. Welcome back to my channel, and before anything else, I'd like to thank all my subscribers and all of you who gave good comments and suggestions. Thank you very much. And for today's video, I'd like to talk about why guppies eat their fry and what are the possible ways to prevent this or to save the fry. So join me in this video, guys.
So, do guppies really eat their fry? Well, guys, based on my own experience, I've seen some guppies, they really eat their fry, especially the newborn fry. One question is, do all strains of guppies eat their fry? Again, based on my experience, and I'm not sure if I just don't see them eat their fry, but I think some strains of guppies, and maybe depending on their temperament, some of them don't eat their fry. And I am not sure if it's true, but a lot of guppy keepers and breeders said that most of the albino strains eat their fry. And I think that's true because so far the problem that I had with guppies eating their fry, I've seen them in my albinos, like the albino full reds, and just recently my albino full platinum white. So, and actually, like I think it's like a week ago. So I was so excited because I saw my albino full platinum white guppies have fry already. But then guess what? The following day when I checked again, I don't see any more fry. What I did this time with this albino full platinum white guppies, I put a fry trap and some guppy grass inside, and I guess it worked because now I can see some fry swimming, and they can hide inside this fry trap and behind this guppy grass. And I've been monitoring these guppies for a few days now, and I still see the fry. So I guess the guppy grass and the cage work. Those who are really more serious with breeding guppies, they actually isolate the breeders instead of doing a colony breeding. They usually put the breeders in a separate tank, like one male to two females, and once the female guppy get pregnant or is close to give birth, they isolate the female guppy, put them in a separate tank, and in that separate tank they put the female guppy inside a breeding cage or a breeding box, something like that, so that when she give birth, she's not gonna be able to eat the fry. So what you see right now in this video is a female guppy inside the isolation box or a breeding box. So you can see the fry, they can come out of that isolation box to prevent getting eaten by the parent guppy. So, but why do guppies eat their fry? So as to the reasons why guppies eat their fry, to be honest, I'm not really sure uh, about that. But I did my own research, and you can research too. But one reason that I learned is that when the female guppy give birth, so she needs nutrients or some kind of fat, you know, to restore what's lost. So, and I guess she can get that kind of nutrient from the fry. And also, of course, any fish, not only guppies, when they're hungry, they'll find something to eat. And, you know, small guppies or the fry, well, they actually look like, because they're so tiny, they look like mosquito larvae. And mosquito larvae, the guppies really love to eat mosquito larvae, and they also eat daphnia, and they eat baby brine shrimp. So, you know, so I guess the fry, they kind of look like food to them, so that's why they eat them. There's not really a lot of reasons. When I did my search, there's not really a lot of reasons that people or the breeders or the guppy keepers can tell as to why guppies eat their fry. But there's more ways of how to prevent the parent guppies from eating their fry, or how to save the guppy fry. So I guess I'll just jump into that topic now. So how can we save the fry from getting eaten by the parent guppies? So what I'm gonna tell you is based on my experience, and some of them are based on my research too. And of course, there are breeders, they know more, and I actually learned a lot from the breeders, you know, that I have talked to. So in this video, guys, so you can see that in one aquarium, I placed a fry trap or a breeding cage. So normally the breeders who are more serious into breeding guppies, so when they notice that the female guppy is close to giving birth, and I have talked about that, how to determine if the female guppy is about to give birth. I already talked about that in one of my previous videos, and actually some of these clips are from my previous videos too. So again, normally, so the breeders, what they really do is they separate the pregnant guppy, the pregnant female guppy. So they place them in a separate tank, and then inside that tank, they put a breeding cage. So, and one breeding cage that's commonly used is the plastic mesh or screen. Others use kind of a plastic draining pan or tray. Other guppy breeders and guppy keepers use this kind of isolation box or breeding box. And I personally have tried this, but one problem that I had using this was the last time that I used this kind of isolation box, there's an instance where I noticed that some of the fry, they actually stayed inside that isolation box. So eventually they got eaten by the mother guppy. So guys, you may ask why I don't really do all this kind of technique or this way of breeding guppies. To be honest with you guys, I don't really have a lot of time right now. So these videos that you're looking at where I have these guppies in each tank, I really don't have this kind of setup right now. I have a few setup like this still, but right now I prefer putting them outdoors in a bigger pond, or like the tubs. So, and I think they are healthier that way. The only problem when you do it like that, again, if you're a serious breeder, I know you're not gonna do that, because the good breeders that I know, again, I know they always isolate their breeders, and especially the female guppies, they really isolate them. So again, they when the female guppy is close to giving birth, they put them in a separate tank, and they use the breeding traps or the isolation box, you know. So that's how they really do it. And also, when they breed, they really select, the breeders, so they don't really put them all together in one tank. So normally they put a like a trio in a tank, like two females and one male. And again, once the female is pregnant and ready to give birth, they isolate the female. And then after the female give birth, um, they put the female in a separate tank again to recondition the female. And then the fry, they will place them in a grow out tank. So, and that's really a better way of breeding guppies. But like I said, right now, as much as I still want to do that way of breeding guppies, I really don't have plenty of time right now. So that's why most of my guppies right now, I put them outdoors in a bigger tub, and they're all together there. So but still, even though I put them all together there instead of separating the certain breeders, so I still do selection process or culling process. Whenever I see some of them uh, which I think are not within the standard of that certain kind of strain, I still remove those guppies. you know but if you really want to be into serious breeding of guppies, you might want to follow or do it the right way. So, but right now, if some of you are like me who don't have plenty of time to do all this kind of procedure, so outdoors in the tubs, what I do right now, I just put plants, especially guppy grass. And I noticed that when you put plants, especially guppy grass, with the live bearers, not only guppies, I noticed, and maybe in one of my videos, I'm gonna show you the swordtails. So the swordtails that I have right now, I compared the ones where I have them in a tank or a pond with a lot of plants, a lot of guppy grass. They produced a lot of fry compared to the ones where compared to the ones which I placed in a pond with less plants or less guppy grass. So again, for guppies, if you can do all this kind of isolation during breeding, so you might as well do the same thing that I did for my guppies outdoors or in the pond. So I just placed guppy grass there, and somehow really it helps in protecting the fry from getting eaten by the parent guppies. So and we might also want to place a cage like what I did for my albino full platinum white. So the only thing is the cage that I placed there is not really a cage for the pregnant guppy to give birth, but I just placed that cage right there, and I put guppy grass inside that cage, and I'm talking about that plastic mesh. So I just place it there, so whenever the guppy fry needs a place to hide, so they can swim through the those fry trap or that cage. So I guess that's it for today's video, guys. Comment down below if you have any comments or suggestions, guys. So, and again, thank you for subscribing to my channel, and thank you for watching. I hope somehow you learned something from our video today.
And that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching and hope to see you in my next videos. You'll be safe. Bye.